This is Ira. If you're a Cancer and you're tuning into this reading, it's because life has been pulling at your emotions in ways that feel heavy or confusing. You're sensitive, caring, and deeply aware of others, but lately it might feel like your energy is being drained or your efforts are not being recognized. This reading is here to guide you through what's really happening, why certain patterns keep repeating, and what changes when you honor your emotional wisdom. If you want a personal Cancer reading, diving into love, work, finances, and emotional clarity, sessions start at $9, and the $99 monthly membership gives deeper ongoing guidance. The Ten of Wands shows up first, and Cancer, it's a reflection of all the responsibilities you've been carrying. You're someone who naturally supports everyone around you. You take care of feelings, schedules, needs, and expectations. But right now, it's becoming too much. You've pushed yourself to carry more than you needed to because it felt necessary. You've told yourself, I have to hold this together. If I don't, no one else will. This is admirable, but it comes at a cost. Your mind and body are signaling limits. This card is showing that exhaustion isn't weakness. It's a signal to release what isn't yours to carry. The weight is heavy because it includes the emotional burdens of others as well as your own. Practically, the Ten of Wands invites you to prioritize. What truly requires your energy? What can you delegate or let go of? Releasing doesn't mean failing, it means choosing sanity and emotional health. Next is the Four of Cups, which explains your emotional state. Cancer, you may feel disconnected or unresponsive to people, opportunities, or situations that normally matter. You might feel stuck or tired of repetitive emotional cycles. This is not indifference, it's awareness. You've learned enough to see when things won't satisfy your heart. You can sense patterns and predict outcomes, and your soul quietly says, I'm done repeating this. You may feel guilty for pulling back, like you should still invest emotionally or participate fully. But the Four of Cups shows that stepping back is a sign of emotional maturity. You're giving yourself the chance to reset. Practically, this card asks you to observe without judgment. Notice what sparks real interest, and don't waste energy on what feels hollow or repetitive. The Eight of Cups comes next, and Cancer, this is about leaving emotional situations that no longer serve you. You care deeply, and leaving is not easy for you. You endure, you adapt, you fix, but some situations cannot be fixed by effort alone. Emotionally, you may already feel distant even if you're still physically present. You know that continuing as before drains more than it nourishes. This is not giving up, it's protecting yourself and honoring your heart. The Eight of Cups shows that true courage is knowing when to step back. You've already done what you could, and now it's time to shift focus to spaces that honor your energy. Practically, this card encourages you to create emotional boundaries and consider where you invest your feelings. Moving towards supportive, positive situations will restore balance. The fourth card is the Hermit, which is deeply resonant for Cancer. You're reflective, intuitive, and now you need time to connect with your inner guidance. The Hermit asks you to step back, observe, and listen. You're asking hard questions. Why do I feel drained so often? Why do I overgive? Why is rest so uncomfortable for me? These are necessary reflections to regain balance. This card signals that inner wisdom is forming quietly. You're learning to differentiate between what truly matters and what is emotional noise. This may feel slow, but it's powerful work. Practically, the Hermit phase encourages solitude without guilt. Your insights now will guide your next decisions, helping you move forward with clarity and emotional integrity. After the Hermit, the energy moves into Temperance. Cancer, this card is about balance returning in a calm, steady way. You've been used to intense emotional swings, overgiving, and overthinking. Temperance asks you to slow down, breathe, and blend effort with patience. You're learning to give without exhausting yourself. You're learning that quiet, measured action has more lasting impact than frantic effort. This might feel unfamiliar at first because you're used to overcompensating or overextending. Temperance also shows emotional healing. Situations that used to upset you or throw you off balance now affect you less. You're finding stability internally, and that calmness allows clearer thinking. Practically, this means creating routines, small daily practices, and boundaries that protect your energy. Temperance signals that consistent, balanced steps will rebuild your strength and confidence. Next is the Knight of Pentacles, and this card shows slow, practical progress. Cancer, you've been emotionally reactive or overwhelmed, and now life is asking you to move with intention. You're not rushing, you're focusing on what's sustainable. The Knight of Pentacles also highlights accountability to yourself. You're taking small, steady steps that matter for your long-term emotional and practical stability. You're no longer acting out of impulse or pressure. This card is about consistency. Actions that may feel small now are laying the foundation for big, lasting change. You're learning that slow growth often produces the most reliable results. Practically, this means choosing careful planning, small achievements, and habits that support your well-being. Your efforts are now guided by wisdom rather than urgency. Then comes justice, which brings clarity and fairness. Cancer, you're finally seeing situations as they truly are, not clouded by overthinking, guilt, or emotional noise, but with facts and perspective. You don't need to defend yourself or explain your choices. The truth of your actions and intentions is clear. Justice also reminds you to treat yourself fairly. Stop overextending for others while neglecting your own needs. This card marks a moment where emotional honesty aligns with practical reality. You now know what is worth your energy and what is not. Decisions become easier because clarity is returning. Practically, justice encourages setting firm boundaries and trusting that life balances itself. You don't have to force fairness. Living with integrity attracts it naturally. Finally, the Six of Swords completes the reading. This card represents transition and moving toward calmer waters. Cancer, it's not about escape, it's about leaving behind mental and emotional turbulence with dignity. You're moving away from patterns that drained you, from people, habits, or situations that no longer serve you. You carry the lessons, but you leave the weight behind. The Six of Swords shows that your next phase will feel lighter and more peaceful. You don't need dramatic changes. Quiet, steady movement is enough to shift your life into a healthier space. Practically, this means you're entering a period where emotional stability, clarity, and balance become the norm. You are finally moving in a direction that honors your sensitivity while protecting your energy. Affirmation: I release what no longer serves me. I honor my emotions and protect my energy. I trust in slow, steady progress. I move forward with clarity, balance, and calm confidence.